Have you ever been around someone whose presence alone drains your energy, manipulates your emotions, or leaves chaos in their wake? Unfortunately, evil doesn't just exist in myths or movies. It's real, it's around us. And even more unnerving, it often operates in subtle ways. But don't worry, with a little awareness, you can spot the warning signs and protect yourself. Evil people don't show up with horns or tails, but their actions reveal their true nature. They manipulate, destroy, and exploit your kindness for their gain. The good news, you don't have to be a detective to recognize them. Ancient Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius have shared timeless wisdom on how to identify evil and guard yourself against it. In this video, I'll uncover 10 evident signs that you're dealing with an evil person, signs you simply can't ignore. These insights will empower you to maintain your peace and safeguard your energy. So let's dive in and learn how to navigate this world with clarity and confidence. Ready? Let's get started. Number 1. Constant manipulation. Seneca once said, "He who has many fears also has many things to manipulate." This isn't just a reminder, but a warning about the power of manipulation in the hands of malicious people. These individuals don't thrive on integrity. They flourish by distorting reality, turning lies into their most effective weapon. I remember a time when I worked with a colleague I initially trusted. He was skillful at praising me in front of others, making me feel recognized and valued. But behind the scenes, he began spinning subtle narratives, quietly undermining my work and inflating minor mistakes into major issues for the management. When I sensed something was off and decided to confront him, he remained calm, saying he was merely helping me improve. It made me question myself. Was I doing something wrong? I started doubting my abilities. In truth, he wasn't helping me at all. He was pushing me into a state of dependence, making me feel I needed his guidance to be good enough. This is how manipulation operates. It doesn't just disorient you, it erodes your confidence. Manipulators don't build relationships on trust and honesty. They exploit your vulnerabilities to gain control. They deftly prey on your uncertainties, convincing you that only they understand you and that only they can guide you. Stoic philosophy teaches us that the key to combating manipulation is clarity and self-control. A truly virtuous person will always lead you toward independence and autonomy, not entangle you in dependency. If someone in your life constantly urges you to follow their lead while disregarding your boundaries or personal autonomy, it's a clear sign you need to step back. Remember Epictetus' wisdom. No man is free who is not master of himself. By refusing to participate in their manipulation game, you reclaim control over your thoughts, actions, and decisions. Mental clarity and self-awareness are the antidotes to their toxic influence. You don't need to argue or prove yourself. Just step out of their manipulation and hold on to your freedom. Number 2. A mask of charm. Epictetus once reminded us that appearances, no matter how dazzling, often hide the truth beneath. Have you ever encountered someone whose charm seemed almost too perfect? As if scripted from a movie, their radiant smile, soothing words, and ability to make you feel special, everything seemed like a flawless performance. But when you take a step back and look closer, you might realize that behind the facade lies a motive far from genuine. Charm, when used sincerely, is a wonderful thing. It connects people, builds trust, and creates meaningful relationships. But in the hands of someone with darker intentions, Charm becomes a deadly weapon. They know how to capture your heart, disarm you with their carefully crafted words, and present themselves as the friend you've always sought, the perfect partner, or even a trusted mentor. Yet their charm is hollow, like a glossy shell concealing a bitter truth. Marcus Aurelius once warned us, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." These individuals don't just manipulate, they use their charm to mask their true nature. Selfishness, deceit, and manipulation. Observe how they behave when no one is watching. How do they treat those who offer them no benefit? Words can be beautifully decorated, but actions paint the truest picture of character. I once knew a friend who had an uncanny ability to make everyone feel adored. He showered people with compliments, making them believe they were genuinely special to him. But over time I realized he wasn't the person he appeared to be. His praise felt calculated, serving as a tool to extract something in return. And when there was nothing left to gain, he quickly distanced himself, often badmouthing the same people he once flattered. How do you break free from their enchantment? Don't ignore the subtle warnings in your gut. If you feel charmed yet uneasy, trust that instinct. These manipulative individuals rely on your willingness to overlook the red flags, to believe in the illusion they've created. Stoic philosophy teaches us that the truth doesn't need a mask. Genuine kindness shines on its own without pretense. So step past the glittering surface and seek the truth beneath. Authentic goodness doesn't need a disguise. Number 3, lies without conscience. Marcus Aurelius once advised that nothing should be done if it isn't right, and nothing should be said if it isn't true. Yet for truly malicious individuals, truth is merely an obstacle. They don't lie out of carelessness. They lie because deceit has become their second nature. Their lies aren't random. They're crafted with purpose, whether it's to gain power, evade responsibility, or distort your perception of reality. Imagine a friend who consistently weaves elaborate tales to gain credibility. Once she convinced you that she single-handedly managed a critical project, claiming full responsibility for its success. But upon closer inspection, every document and email you reviewed proved otherwise. When confronted, instead of owning up, she accused you of misunderstanding the situation, deflecting attention to unrelated details. This is how master manipulators operate. They make you question your memory and judgment, subtly eroding your grip on reality. Evil manipulators exploit your uncertainty, convincing you they know better, and in doing so, they seize control of the narrative. Their lies demand constant upkeep, new layers of deceit to cover the old ones. But herein lies their Achilles heel. Truth is resilient, requiring no maintenance, while lies are fragile, constantly at risk of unraveling. To protect yourself, pay attention to inconsistencies. Do their stories shift under pressure? Are their actions aligned with their words? Stoic philosophy teaches us to focus on actions, as they reveal a person's true character. When you spot discrepancies between someone's words and actions, trust your observations over their claims. Ask questions, demand transparency, and most importantly, set boundaries. Honesty isn't just the foundation of relationships. It's a mirror reflecting integrity. And when dishonesty persists, don't hesitate to walk away. Stoicism reminds us that real strength lies in mastering ourselves and distancing from what undermines our values and peace. So, the next time you encounter someone who lies without conscience, Hold your ground, focus on their actions, and safeguard yourself against their web of deceit. Number 4. Lack of empathy. Seneca once observed that humans are social creatures, not meant to live solely for themselves. Empathy is the bridge that connects us, allowing us to share in the joys and sorrows of others. Yet, for the truly malicious, other people are nothing more than pawns in their self-serving games. They do not genuinely care about your happiness or pain unless it aligns with their personal agenda. The lack of empathy is not just a flaw in character, it's a glaring window into a hollow soul. Imagine this: you're sitting across from a friend, pouring your heart out about a struggle that's been weighing you down. Instead of support, they deflect. "Oh, you think that's bad?"